Hello, thanks for joining me for another beer review. Today we've got a beer from the Gadds The Ramsgate Brewery, one of their newer releases, and this is their Chairman of the Board. It's an English style barley wine, then it's coming in at 8.5% ABV. So a bit about this one then. So, head of the family. Every brewery has a very special beer in the cellars, one to reach for in times of celebration and in times of trouble. Where are we now? We go to it for laughs, inspiration, or for wisdom. Here at Gadds, that seat will always be taken by the chairman of the board, or Dave for short. Every batch is aged in fresh Armagnac casks from Gascony, which is southwest France, adding deep complexity. So it's aged, I don't know how long this was aged for, but yeah, it was aged in brandy casks in southwest France. So it's a 500ml bottle, it's bottle conditioned. There's lots of information about the beer will be down below if you want any more kind of bits and bats about the brewery, etc. So yeah, 500ml bottle then. I purchased this one at Moonshine Billy's in Ramsgate. It's got a best before date of February of 2031. 500ml bottle. There's the crown. It's been out a little while now, this beer, but I saw it in there. I was like, you know what, I'm going to give that a go. It's available on the brewery website, and they do nationwide delivery. So a barley wine, English barley wine. It's quite a low ABV, I'd say, for a barley wine, 8.5, but this would be interesting. So, aged in brandy barrels or casks. Very interested for this one. As soon as I saw it, I thought, I've got to try this. It's actually quite light compared to some other barley wines I've seen anyway. I don't drink too many barley wines because I don't generally gravitate to them. But yeah, it's a very kind of mahogany, is it, or copper looking beer. Gentle carbonation running up through the beer. Didn't really pour much of a head. Just covering the top of the beer with a white head. Nothing crazy. Let's give it a swirl and a sniff then. And I might get some more of this if it's, give it a bit of aging, see how it goes with age. But let's go with this one. Looks really nice in the glass. Looks very clean, very sharp. Oh wow, you're really getting that sweet. You get that sweet brandy for sure. I mean, I'm not a massive brandy drinker, but you are getting that. There's a certain level of sweetness, whether it's a slight kind of, what does it say on the front? Barrel aged, just says barrel aged barley wine, whether it's oak. You are getting a lot of that. Lots of kind of fruity esters as well. Like you're getting like a cherry kind of vibe. The cherry you get that's been soaked. Not too boozy on the nose, although this beer is not long out of the fridge. I should have brought this out of the fridge earlier, to be honest. So I want them full flavours. So maybe them flavours will come out after the review, but it smells very nice though, straight out of the fridge. Let's give it a try and see what we get out of this one. So, cheers. Oh, wow. Yes, sweet. Not overly sweet. A little bit of booze. It's a little bit of kind of almost cherry jam kind of feel to the beer. Very sticky though on the palate, really nice. Still not getting a massive amount of hit of ABV, but then this is straight out the fridge, so maybe that's kind of subdued it a little bit. Maybe I need to try this one out of the fridge at room temperature. Oh, that's nice though. It reminds me of some of that kind of classic West Coast. It's West Coast, not IPA, but do you know what I mean? That malt build of a West Coast, or I think it's West Coast. Yeah, where that you get that kind of jammy marmalade type flavour in an IPA from the States. It's got a little bit of that going on for me, which is right up my street. As I said, a little bit sticky, a little bit of a caramelised sweetness. Not quite brulee sweet, but do you know what I mean? It's heading that way. A little bit of cherry, and you are getting that kind of. I don't know if this is first run brandy barrels or if it's been used before. I get it gives me the feeling that this is a first run of the barrels. It'd be interesting to see how long they actually aged this for in the barrel as well. So other ingredients then used are water, malted barley, wheat malt or malted wheat, oats, Kent hops and brewer's yeast. So I'd imagine it's East Kent Goldings. It's definitely got that flavour though, underlying all of these extra little beauties. You kind of know it's a Gadds beer. There's almost a slight kind of brown bread, toasted brown bread marmalade feel to it as well. But very clean, very easy drinking, very moreish, you know. You're not really getting any more of that ABV from opening the bottle, running right through from the nose to the palate. There's none of that going on. Oh, it's a lovely sipping beer, and it's my last beer of the evening as well, which is great. What a beautiful beer. I think I will be getting some more of this and aging it and see how it develops with age, just to see, you know. That's a lovely beer, I have to say. Great stuff. So I will be trying this again, hopefully, if it doesn't sell out. But obviously I would imagine this is a limited batch edition, but and I don't think I've ever had a barley wine from Eddie and the team at Gadds. So very impressive indeed. Well, is there a bit more information? Gadds Kent Brewed award-winning beers for sure. There is a slight kind of bitterness going on with, despite all that sweetness at the front. It does mellow out into a more balanced beer. It's not all sweetness. It does balance out with a little bit of bitterness on the back end as well. Oh, that's really nice. Definitely a sipper though. You can tell it's a bigger ABV beer. Even though it's cold, it's quite big bold flavours up front. There are warning signs at a colder temperature. I would imagine at room temperature you're going to get more of that ABV influence. But overall, a fantastic beer, a really great beer, and one I'll be definitely hopefully getting more of, and aging, and try it in maybe 5 years time or something like that. Because this beer, it will become more complex, I would imagine, over time. But yeah, nice to try barley wine on the channel. I very rarely get to try barley wines these days, but this is a lovely one. So from the Ramsgate Brewery, Gadds, this is their chairman of the board, an English barley wine at 8.5% ABV. Currently available on their web store, so do check them out. Yeah, great stuff. Anyway, let me know if you've had this before, and do check out my playlist for the brewery. They are. I've got a lot of. Well, not only they're my local brewery, they're great people as well. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Then you all take care, and I'll see you on the next review. Cheers.